An ordinary day at the Magdalene House is pretty unpredictable. Let's start with that. Some of the girls get employment pretty early on. And so some people set their alarm as early as 3 a.m. because they have to, they don't always get the best shift when they're the new guy on the totem pole. Others are much, their employment's not going to be as easy for them. And so they identify certain goals and prioritize those goals. What's the highest priority that they feel, that the resident would feel is important, and also the staff kind of look at, this can't be accomplished before that's accomplished. So they kind of negotiate together what goals need to be accomplished first. Sometimes it's something as simple as, and it's simple to me, they need to get their driver's license back. They need to get a social security card. They need to sign up for some benefits that they're qualified for just to begin to get themselves moving forward. It's been my observation that one of the most powerful things that happens in the Magdalene House is that whole rebuilding of a woman's self-worth. And I think it starts with the relationships and the support they build with one another. I've gone in the house and watched a young person, by my judgment, who has good technical skills, can work a computer, knows, how to fill out forms online, etc. Help an older resident who has no clue about how to do that, navigate, how do I apply for Social Security? How do I get online and do these things? And that camaraderie, that spirit of support bleeds over into so many other things. The older person has so much life experience. They can speak from the heart and from experience about good choices and not good choices and what price they've paid for that. They go out and with what little money they might have, they'll buy a game for somebody else's child so that they'll have something to do together when they have a family meeting. And just that level of support back and forth does so much to begin to gradually rebuild confidence and rebuild lives.
The idea that Stability First is a Christ-centered program comes from basically our understanding that every single person is created in the image of God and has value and worth. A lot of things have happened to make people either doubt that or lose a sense of that. And that you can get a person out of an addiction. You can get a person a job. You can do a lot of these individual pieces, and if their heart hasn't changed and the way they think about things hasn't changed, it's better than it was. But we're not hoping for just better. We're hoping for flourishing, being what God created you to be. And Christ is at the center of that. When Christ is in the center of your heart, how you treat other people, how you go at your tasks, how you handle your money, all of those things change when Christ changes your heart. So that's right at the center. If we get that piece right, all the other pieces are much easier to work with.
The exit process from the Magdalene House is kind of a negotiated process. They meet with staff, they look at where they're at with all of the goals they're hoping to achieve. We look at things like, do they have dependable transportation? Do they have a good source of income? We allow them to begin to do some savings so that the first catastrophe that hits doesn't wipe them out immediately. So it's a process of making sure they have adequate resources, both monetarily and skill set and relationship-wise and spiritually, that everyone feels as though they're as well prepared for success as they possibly can be. Typically, there is a nice going away celebration, and not only current residents at the house, but also past residents come, and everyone just wishes them well. They get a signed quilt because we have a quilt making group in town that makes quilts for the house, and when they're ready to go, everyone signs the quilt with their best wishes for continued success for the woman as they leave.